At number 6, we have week 5. Now, please note that I do not hate any of the weeks. I just am not a big fan of week 5. Like the girlfriend's mother and her father pointing a gun at Santa Claus in a shopping mall. At least for the first 2 songs. On the 3rd song, the week gets you off guard with the creepy character the fanbase likes to call Lemon Demon, which is based off of a big person from Newgrounds who created Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. But his canon name is just Monster, because that's what shows up when you go into the debug mode. Monster is also in a secret song that I believe was planned to be in week 2, but got scrapped. You can still access him through the debug mode, but not through week 2. That's probably why week 2 only has 2 songs. The reason that this week is my least favorite is because the music is not my favorite. None of it really feels like I would listen to it in the background when doing homework or chores or whatever. Not that the music is bad, it's just not my favorite. All music in this game is amazing. It's just that this week is just my least favorite. That's all. At number 5, we have week 2. Now, I feel like I'm probably gonna get hate for this one, especially since a lot of people really like week 2. Take on the skeleton and pumpkin children called Skid and Pump, who are characters from the YouTuber Circle's animation that is called Spooky Month, which is a great animation and I highly recommend you watch it. Now, as I mentioned at number 6, I believe Monster is supposed to be in week 2, but he got removed from the game. So that is probably why there's only 2 songs in week 2. You can still access Monster from the debug mode again. Now, why is week 2 and number 5 for me? That is because the music is good, but it's not the best. It is great, and I like this whole aesthetic of this week. It's a great song. Well, both. It's great 2 songs. It's just that there is many better songs in this game in my opinion. Also, I feel the need to mention that this week makes up for the missing 3rd song. The most difficult week in the game, in my opinion. The week after this week, week 3, is easier, which is kinda weird. And I find it weird that the hardest week is the 2nd week. Just the 2nd week, like the first is weird.
3, 2, 1, go!
At number 4, we have week 1. This is the first week, obviously, so if you don't count the tutorial, that means the songs will be a lot easier than the other ones. You take on the girlfriend's dad, who is a former rock star in what looks to be a theater. The first song is not that good. In fact, it's my least favorite song in the whole game. But that's to be expected. This is the first song you play, so that's why it's very easy and not the greatest song. In case you can't tell by my gameplay. The 2nd song is pretty good. I always felt like it was the main song in the game, as that's the song that plays in the trailer of the game. The final song is very good, but pretty difficult for the first level, actually. It's not the hardest song in the game, but it's still pretty hard. Overall, this week is very good, other than the first song, but to be expected, it's the first week. It's very good for a first level. At number 3, we have week 6. The latest week, as this is made before week 7 even came out. You take on this game character called Senpai in a video game world in what looks like a PlayStation. The first song is somewhat easy, but still is very good. Then in the 2nd song, Senpai becomes very frustrated and is basically giving you the stink eye for the whole frickin' song. That song is very good and it's very hard. And after that song, Senpai becomes this weird spirit thing and literally becomes a boss fight. Literally. The final song is extraordinarily good, and hits even harder than the 2nd song. Although the final song is very difficult, this week is amazing.
3, 2, 1, go!
At number 2, we have week 4. Now, in this song, you take on the girlfriend's mom on what looks to be like a car with a group of dancing demons in the background, which is the dancing demons in the background are the best parts of this week. The first song is decent, not the best, but still good. The 2nd song I sometimes forget about. It's a pretty good song. Now, final song is definitely my favorite song in the whole game. Suggested name aside, the song hits incredibly hard, and is the song I listen to the most frequently, because of how good it is. It's very good. It is one of my top 20 favorite video game songs. Overall, this week is very great. I like the whole aesthetic of the song as well. It's one of my favorite weeks in the whole game, obviously. And at number 1, we have week 3. Now I bet most of you are not expecting week 3 to be my favorite, but hear me out. The reason why week 3 is my favorite is because all 3 songs are excellent. The first song is incredible. It slaps so much. The second song's also incredible, with really nice. And the third song is my second favorite song in the game. So good. Week 4 only has the final song really going for it, in my opinion, but that's really good, and that's why it was number 2. Week 6, the first song was good, but not the best. And week 1 only has the second and third song really going for it. So therefore, in my opinion, week 3 is the best week in the whole game. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. You can also dislike if you want, it helps me get better. Well, until next time, see